Yes, we are back on the Focus RS Mark II in today's video, and I aim to get it on the road and driving. Now in the last video, if you haven't seen before, click in the top right hand corner. We've got most of the mechanical bits done. We got the new body parts welded on and the new top part fitted as well. So we've only got a few bits left on the exterior. But today we're going to concentrate on the interior first to get that over and done with. Now, if you haven't seen this car before and you're new to the channel, then please do like, subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram at saving_salvage. I just want to jump in quickly, guys. Sorry about the red eye. Hay fever is a killer right now. But I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone for the support on the last video and all the kind messages that everyone's wrote. I'm completely overwhelmed with how many comments and just nice comments there were. So thank you to absolutely everyone who commented, and also thank you for everyone who supported and also bought a ticket for the launch of my competition website, Compete4Cars. Now I'll put the links in the description below. I think at the time of filming this there was about 400 Octavia VRS tickets left, and I think about 800 or 900 £1,000 cash giveaway tickets left. So please do click the link in the description if you want. There's a £1,000 cash giveaway and the Skoda Octavia VRS. But don't worry, there's going to be loads more cars to come. So yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. So we haven't really spoken much about the interior so far. We've got some lovely, nice, very good condition Recaro bucket seats. But it is the airbags that we need to replace, the dash being one of them, driver's airbag being the other, and we also have a windscreen we need to replace as well. And if we turn the ignition on, there's that really annoying ticking noise. And after reading a few of your comments, apparently it's something to do with the heater controls behind the dash. So it's a good job I'm removing that anyway. So let's, I would say let's get her in the workshop, but it's a nice-ish day. It's not going to rain, and I got two cars in the workshop. I got the R8 and the GT4. So we're going to pull outside the workshop, and yeah, I think we're going to remove the dashboard outside. Power. Lovely. 2.5 cylinder. Beautiful. And this is our nice new dashboard here, which has got the airbag already in for the passenger. All I had to do is find one that came out of an RS or an ST. I just needed the dash insert at the top here for the boost clocks, etc. But I don't know if it's actually a major problem if it didn't come from an ST. I wasn't sure. I haven't worked on Fords before. I just got one from an ST. We can just swap them over nice and easily. I have no idea how the dash comes out on this, so I'm just going to have a look at some fixings on the new one, just so I can get a bit of an idea of how it works. But yeah, we'll crack on, and I guess we'll start with the steering wheel, glove box, centre console, dash clocks, and work our way from there. So let's start things off really easy with the steering wheel and yeah, get it off. But this actually turned out to be probably the hardest part. There's two tabs on the back of each side of the steering wheel, and I found it really tricky to remove actually. I've got the steering wheel off, and I found a cool little way to stop your steering wheel squib from rotating. So what happens is, with your steering wheel controls, etc., it goes into this rotator here, because obviously when you turn your steering wheel, you don't want to end up cutting up the cables and stuff like that. So they need to work in a little reel to enable the steering wheel to still rotate without messing up any of your wires. And you have this little squib here, which, as you can see, is very free. And if you end up rotating it out of position and then fitting it back to the car, and you go and turn your steering wheel, you can quite easily break the wires inside it and have to buy a new one. So you need to actually hold that to stop it from rotating. And I found a cool little way to do it. I found my little adjuster for my air grinder, and I just bolted it to the steering wheel using the original bolt, and now it can only rotate that much, which means when I put it back on, it shouldn't have rotated any further. So now moving on to the main dashboard, first thing we need to do is remove the clocks, and that is just a simple 2 bolts at the bottom, pull the clocks out, and then everything's just self-explanatory. Moving the trim around the radio, 4 bolts holding the radio in, 2 bolts with the climate control. The gear gator pulled up nice and easily. The only thing that was slightly difficult was the center console, because you have to actually pull it backwards to be able to get the dash out, and there was just a few trims under the armrest there which you have to remove. But once you found the bolts, which are actually in your face, it was actually really easy to move, and you didn't have to remove the whole center console. As I said, you just need to pull it back a few inches to get it all out. But if I'm honest, working on Fords, I found it with the Mustang as well, everything is really easy to get to, and it's actually quite nice to work on. So we've got a load of parts here, and yeah, we're doing quite well. Really easy to do in the end. I mean, I didn't really watch, I mean, I had a little bit of a guide I looked at a little bit of a guide, but it wasn't even right for this car. I think it was for a normal Focus. But I just followed the new dashboard, saw where the location points were, and it came out really easy. Center console, really easy. But before I remove everything, remember me saying about that ticking noise. So I just want to reconnect the battery now, just to see if we can hear where it's coming from. Because I have no clue, but all I got told, it was potentially climate control. Got my power button. Okay. So that noise has stopped. So I haven't unplugged the climate control. So maybe I've got to start plugging things back in. I don't know. I ended up having to connect the dash up again, but that ticking noise is completely stopped. So I just wonder if all that wiring in there for the... Let's just turn this off. I just wonder if all that wiring in there for the upgraded head unit has got caught in the blower motor fans or something like that, because it's just completely stopped now. So it's obviously a loose connection or something like that, because... Yeah, nothing at all now. So I think that's what it was. So I don't think it's anything to worry about. Famous last words, as always. I actually struggled to get the dash out. I thought I had all the bolts out, but it turns out there's just one last little bolt holding the passenger airbag into the dash, and I couldn't see it because it was actually behind the passenger side middle air vent. So I had to remove that to be able to get a socket in there to be able to undo the screw. So yeah, it was really tricky, and that's what basically took me so long to get it out, but eventually we got there. Well, I finally got it out. A little bit more ag towards the end. I have no idea how I'm going to put it back together. Look at all that wiring. That is 90% the wiring for the upgraded head unit. It's just all this, all that, all that, this as well, this box here, whatever that box is. And then you've got another box there for the reversing camera, I guess. And then you've got all this wire here. This is all that taped to the dash, all this here. All of it is for the upgraded head unit. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe how much. I don't know how I'm going to get it all back together. I'm not going to lie. The other thing is, I don't know what this is. No clue. I don't remember unbolting it from anything, so I don't actually know what it is. So it looks like some sort of fan of some sort, but it hasn't worked for a while. But anyway. So wish me luck. I'm now going to start refitting this and hopefully get all that jumble in the right order. Now I've had a quick look and a quick Google of the part number, and apparently this is just an air temperature sensor. I mean, it seems quite a lot for just an air temp sensor, but that is apparently what it is. So refitting is simply exactly the opposite of taking it apart, and because I had the luxury of having the dash out, I was actually able to put some of the wires for the head unit in a better location, so I could actually tuck some down the side instead of trying to force them at the back of the head unit. And I think that's where my dash noise was coming from. I think it was rubbing on something, all those wires, and it was just causing that noise. But yeah, as I say, because I had the dash out, I was able to put some of the wires down the sides of the head unit instead, and nicely tucked out of the way, and yeah, freeing up a little bit more room for where the radio sits. So I finally managed to get there with the, well, I hope I have anyway, with the wiring of the head unit, trying to tuck it all out the way. I can't believe back in the day how many wires were in aftermarket head units. Absolute pain in the ass. And for that reason, I did it first. I wanted to connect everything up, put the dash in. So I'm just going to connect the battery now. I just want to make sure everything works there and that noise has gone away as well before I start refitting everything else. And also, I've had new windscreen fitted. So they literally turned up as I was fitting the radio. So I just paused and let them crack on. And we have a nice new windscreen fitted now too. So let's just connect up the battery. I have connected the passenger dash airbag, so hopefully that won't blow up. Driver's one, obviously that'll be the last thing to do. So yeah, let's connect it up, make sure everything works. There we go, right. Oh, I think the windscreen wipers are going off. Still. Alright, we have power, so that's a good start. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain in the arse. Old technology as well. I've been sat here about 20 minutes trying to get just test everything works. It's got Bluetooth audio. It's got your aux in the glove box for the USB point. I don't think it's got DAB though. It's a bit too old for that. This head unit is a 2010 head unit, so it literally must have gone in the car when it was brand new. But yeah, eventually after managing to connect to Bluetooth, it works with the speakers. Everything works. FM works. Steering wheel controls work. Everything works basically. So it looks like we've got there with the head unit, so I'm going to start putting everything else back together as well. So I've just skipped ahead and got the rest of the dash back together. Everything now plugged in, airbags all in, connected to the battery, just cleared all the codes that are in the system, and the only 3 have come back are due to airbags, which I assumed, and that is the seatbelt pre-tensioners for driver and passenger. We can see here, look, got it up, driver retractor, passenger retractor, and just a code for impact detected. Now, I don't know if you can clear that code or you need the new airbag control module. I haven't got that far, but we do need a pair of pre-tensioner seat belts, so I'll have to get them ordered. But everything else is all good and all clear. So now we're going to move on to, I suppose, I have my aircon pipe, so that might, I've already done that actually. I think I've actually already done that. No, I haven't, because I can see a hole. So we'll have an aircon pipe to fit, washer bottle, all system, yeah, and just start building up the front end basically. And fitting this AC pipe was not fun at all. Absolute pain in the arse. Really should have fitted it from the beginning, but I didn't have it obviously. But we had to pull the whole front end forward, had to remove the power steering fluid reservoir, had to pull the header tank out of the way, had to unbolt the AC dryer, and had to take off the intake pipe as well, just to try and feed it through. And yeah, it was just a bit of a pain, to be honest. But we did get there in the end, and it all went in nicely. Yeah, so I finally got that aircon pipe fitted. Just need to refit my intake pipe there. But yeah, I wish I kind of done that before I put any of the front end on, because that was a massive pain in the ass. I mean, it's this one here. Just look how intricate it is, going up there, round. I don't know if you can see, around. It's that pipe there. So it goes round under the power steering reservoir, goes round the back of the header tank, under it, and then feeds round there and into the bulkhead. But yeah, what a pain it was to get that fitted. But it's all back, it's all done now. Front end's all back on, lock carrier's all back in. So now we have our washer jet system, which I picked up off eBay. It's a complete kit, as you can see, including all the hoses and the 2 washer jets. I can't remember how much I paid for it, so I'll put it up on the screen now. But essentially, it's just going to replace a slightly damaged washer bottle there. But more importantly, it's got all the hoses and the other washer jet, which is obviously missing off the front here. So yeah, I'll just replace what I need to. I'll keep, as long as the wiring's okay for that one, I'll keep the wiring and just chuck that wiring in the bin. But yeah, mainly I just want the bottle and the hose. So that's now the washer system all in position. Really happy with that. The wiring or the hose placement, it's gone all beautifully, nicely all located. Really easy to do in the end, just tucks in the front there and goes down into the, that was the original one. So everything's now done, I believe, on the front. So actually, I don't think I've shown you the wing. So here is my second-hand wing. So if you remember in a couple of videos ago, I was saying a new one painted would be about £2,000. This one I managed to pick off eBay. Had a little bit of damage here. It was nothing major at all, but I managed to get it for, I think it was 350 quid. So including painting, you're probably going to be still looking at 550-ish, but it's a lot cheaper than £2,000. So now let's just try and get that all fitted, and fingers crossed it will line up. First time I'm trying to fit this. So with the headlights and wing all mostly in position now, bonnet all sorted, it's time to move over to the bumper. So here is my nice shiny second-hand bumper already in green, which is good. There are a few bits that I shall need that I don't have, such as I have a fog light there and I didn't realise I didn't have a surround. But obviously no fog light and surround there, so I'm going to need a surround and a fog light. I dread to think how much the surround's going to be, assuming it's specific to the RS. Hopefully it's ST as well, I'm not sure at the minute. So I need that. I don't need for some reason I got a random off green. It needs a bit of a repair there as well. But we're going to have to blend into the bumper anyway, so that's no big deal. I do have my tow and eye cover there, so I'll probably use that one. I'll also need headlight washer cover for this side. This side I've actually got in the boot, so that's fine. The grille I'll swap over. What else have we got? I bought a new bumper bracket. So as you can see, look, there's no brackets on the bumper. So I bought the one for the other side, so that's fine. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I need to swap over, because there's like a grill there that's missing, which is on this one. So I'll take it off this and put it on that one. And yeah, I think with this is an RS specific part as well. This like addition is I think it's similar to the wheel arch. It's just an additional part, but I think mine might be okay. I think so. This is the under tray that I need, but I think I can just draw those out and pop rivet onto the new ST under tray possibly. I think it's the same sort of deal with the wheel arch, so I'll look a bit more into that. But for now, let's try and just test fit it and swap over the parts that I need to. So I've just robbed the old bumper of all the good parts, swapped them over to the new one, as many as I could. We are literally just missing a fog light, surround and grille. Everything else is good. So now I'm going to test fit the bumper and see what she looks like. So I finally got the bumper on, just held on with a few bolts at the minute because I need to order a few new ones, but just look how good it looks, all parked up behind me. So let's just have a look at what we've done and what we've got left to do. Even with the unpainted wing, it looks so good. Let's just go around, have a better angle where it doesn't look damaged. There we go. Look how good this car looks. I actually really like it in green. I think it's probably a really good colour for an RS because an RS stands out anyway, so why not make it bright green as well to make it stand out even more. It's actually really grown on me. It's a pretty cool colour. But yeah, let's just have a look at what we've done. So I haven't fully shut the bonnet because this part of the bonnet, as you can see, is a little bit creased downwards and it's pushing into the headlight. So when that goes to the body shop, they'll bend it up a little bit and repaint all this section here along with the wing. And once that's done, then we can line up our wing. I mean, this isn't all in. I've just put the bolt on just to stop it from falling off. But all the lines are all good. This can easily be changed a little bit. I've got one bolt holding each bumper on because I need some more clips, so that will go up in there nicely as well. And the door obviously needs a repair. You can see where it's like dented outwards, so it's making it not flush with the wing, so that will get fixed as well, along with that little dent there. I have the cap. Wheel arch liners are going to be done in the next video. It was just about getting this basically all test fitted up and make sure everything is good, so it can then go to the body shop. Once it's back from the body shop, we can then put all the finishing touches on it and MOT it. Now, this car has never had even an advisory in its life, let alone a fail, so I definitely want to keep it that way. So I'm going to make sure everything is absolutely perfect for MOT, so it passes without any problems. But yeah, just it's such a good car. Right, I've got the GoPro set up inside the car, so we're going to go for a quick drive. It's not got any MOT, so I can't take it on the road, but we're going to go for a quick drive up and down the drive. I'm using my GoPro, so I'm not sure what the screen's looking like, but let's go for a little drive, just to make sure it drives really. Yes, I know the bonnet's open. 2 bolts holding on the bumper, one each side, so I really do hope that I don't lose it. Such a good noise. I mean, I expect the car to be absolutely flawless. The previous owner has clearly really looked after the car. So, I mean, it's immaculate inside, immaculate outside. So, I expect this to be just a very nice, very, very nice car. Felt it go to boost then, because this has got the Jam Sport 400, remember, so it's got 400 horsepower all through the front wheels, so it should be pretty quick. I actually wonder how quick it is compared to the Golf GTI. It's got quite a subtle exhaust on this, which is kind of good actually. I like it. It's quite late, the boost, but like 4,000 RPM I'm gonna say, but when it kicks in, it does kick in hard. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at saving_salvage, and remember, compete for cars as well to go and win the Skoda Octavia VRS. Now in the next video, it's going to the body shop, so it kind of will be complete in the next video. So in between this and the next video, it's going to go off to the body shop, it's going to get all the paintwork done, so it's going to come back and look mint, and then we've just got to do loads of things like under trays, wheel arch liners, there's a few trims around the edge, and then yeah, just be getting it MOT'd, no advisories, first road test, and then it's going to be complete. So yeah, as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.